I've tested over $1,500 worth of multi-chargers, and here are my top 3 desktop multi-chargers. Number 1 goes to the Mophie Snap Plus 3-in-1. This is the thinnest profile charger in my video. This thing doesn't look like a premium product, but this neck's metallic, this part's metallic, the bottom is metallic. This thing just looks solid. Now with the base and the charger, Mophie does include a charging brick, as well as a 59-inch cable. The one thing I don't like about the charging brick is the cable's attached to the charging brick. So if one goes, you can't just replace one, you gotta replace both. Now out of all the desk chargers I've tested, I like the profile of this one the best because it is just very compact, but it's not short. I had no issues with device placement as everything goes where it's supposed to. This charging head is tiltable. Even with a tall iPhone, there's a bit of clearance at the bottom. And there's an indicator light for the headphones. Now on my solo device charging tests, my iPhone got 34% or 4.7 watt hours, which is decent. The power consumed by the pad was around 7.9 watt hours, which means only 59% of that power actually made it to the iPhone. The charger also ran hotter than average at 61 degrees Celsius or 142 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a reason for the lower efficiency. Now in my fully loaded testing, my iPhone got 37% or 5.1 watt hours, which is higher than the solo testing. On the flip side, the charging profile decreased by 34% in my 30-minute charge test, which is higher than the average of 26. Temperature-wise, this thing did run a little hotter than the solo charging, which means it's just wasting a lot more energy. Overall, it's the design of the product that makes it stand out. I would use this at a desk setup more than a nightstand setup given the height. This thing is a decently fast charger, but the only things holding back down are the heat dissipation as well as some efficiency issues. At $130, you're paying a premium for this product. If you want the best looking one, this is the one to get. On to number 2, which is the nubbiest of all the multi-chargers. When it comes to multi-chargers, this is how I test them. I'll do solo charging with a iPhone, and then I'll do solo charging tests with a non-iPhone. Then I'll do charging tests with the thing fully loaded. And if I can, I try to do a charging test with a iPhone on the headphone part, just to see the quality of the hardware. For every one of those tests, I'll log the power going into the unit. I'll also figure out how much is going into the phone. Again, I'm a reviewer, not influencer. Number 2 goes to this guy. It is the ultra compact 3-in-1 Qi2 charging stand. I'll be honest with you, Anker has the worst naming conventions for their products. This is part of their Mago lineup. This product feels a little cheaper. It's a fingerprint magnet for whatever reason. And despite its low stature, it's got some balance issues. I'll get into that. Now this product also comes with a 40-watt charger and a cable that is only 57 inches long. This product has the shortest cable in my top 3. Had no issues with the device layout. This thing has an indicator light when something is charging. Now in terms of balance, if you've got something like the Air on it, it's pretty stable. There's no tipping risks. But if we throw this sucker on, it's not gonna tip over constantly, but this whole thing is gonna shake. Now in my solo testing speeds, I got 34% or 5.1 watt hours in 30 minutes. The power consumed by the pad was around 8.1 watt hours, so only 51% of that power made it to the iPhone, which is way below the 62% average. When it came to thermals, this thing also ran quite cool at 49 degrees or 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Those are very solid solar charging numbers. Well, when this product was fully loaded in terms of charging, I got 39% in 30 minutes in my 30-minute charge sprints or 5.1 watt hours. The charging profile only decreased by 20% in those 30-minute tests. And heat was about the same as solo charging at 51 degrees Celsius. Again, very, very solid results. The charging performance is why it's number 2. It's not the strongest in the top 3, but it is very strong, way stronger than number 3. The design of the product is what holds it back. There's certain quirks that you have to deal with. At $90, this is priced slightly below the average multi-charger price. If you want the smallest non-portable multi-charger, then yes, this is the product that you should get. All right, on to number 1, which is a bit of a screamer. Now, if you're planning on getting one of these products, help me help you guys by using my affiliate links. I'm an unsponsored channel. No brand is paying me to make any of these videos. All I care about is finding the best accessories for your tech. Number 1 goes to this guy. This thing is the tallest stand. Can't even fit in my camera shot. Tallest stand. The charge pads are plasticky. This neck is metallic. Overall, this thing looks really lanky to me. This product comes with a 30-watt charger as well as a cable that's almost 59 inches long. Now, I do have a gripe when it comes to device placement. Everything goes where it's supposed to, but this head is fixed. You can't change the angle on this. You gotta compromise somewhere, I guess. Now, one of the things I like about this product is the Apple Watch part is removable. So if you don't use an Apple Watch, you don't have to have that thing there. So now this thing is a 2-in-1 charger. Now the standout feature for this product is the Cryo Boost. Now remember, the charge head is giant compared to other products, and that's because there's a fan. The charge pad has a LED on it that lights up when it's charging. In my testing, I clocked the decibel range of the fan in this thing at 40 decibels. So it's slightly higher than my ambient room noise, but if you're working in an office or you're wearing headphones all the time, you're not going to hear it. Now, in my solo device charging tests, my iPhone got 38% or 5.2 watt hours, which is a very decent speed. Power consumed by the pad was around 9.3, so only 56% of that power made it to the iPhone. Now, here's the funny thing. When it came to temperature, even with the fan, it ran close to the average at 53 degrees Celsius. Now, in my fully loaded tests, my iPhone got 42% or 5.8 watt hours in 30 minutes. Crazy that it's higher than the solo charging. And the charge profile was impressively flat, with the temperatures topping out at 49 degrees Celsius or 120 F. So the more you put onto this product, the cooler it runs. I'm not quite sure how that makes sense. Now there is a bonus to this product, and it's this thing right here. The majority of the products in my test group, when doing the fully loaded charge test, the wattage would top off around 18 to 19 watts, which means regardless of what devices I put on, it's always going to be 18 or 19 watts. But with the Cryo Boost, if I was using this setup with watch, headphones, and an iPhone, it was around 18 to 19, like average. But if I swap the headphones out with another device, I would get over 25 watts, which means the headphone charge pad isn't being hamstrung like all the other products do. Overall, the charging capabilities of this product is why it's number one. Fast, stable, and runs cool under load. Will be a great addition to any desk setup. I'm not so sure about nightstand with the fan running. At 73 bucks, you're getting a banger of a deal. That's all I got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there if you're planning on getting one of these products. Again, help me help you by using my links. I've been doing unsponsored product reviews for over 10 years now. I would like to do it for another 10 years. I just want to find the best accessories for our tech. Thanks for watching.